Good morning. It is Friday, July 3rd. Thank you, Jesus, for the day. Let's get to work. We finished up, for the most part, countertop and a few other things, small things, but the white oak clear coat job is done at kitchen remodel. So now we're on to the next one. I think I'm gonna call it red oak stained mocha. Red oak's the wood type. The stain color is mocha. So red oak stained mocha kitchen remodel. So I did a bunch of the face frame mats last night. There's a few things we need to pin down to finalize that. Really, there's one thing, and that's a sink. It's in a corner. It's not odd, but it's just different. So I need to double check the measurements on that. And if that changes, it's gonna change a few other ones, but it'll be okay for right now. Out of the 15 cabinets, for sure 11 of them can be made this second. So once Jacob gets here, Brandon and Carl are gonna go do a few things. But once Jacob gets here, we're gonna start ripping down red oak, start building face frames. It is, well, it was raining so bad earlier. I think it's almost over, hopefully. We're gonna start building face frames. I got a whole bunch of red oak ripped down for Jacob over there, who's chopping it up into face frames. With our 2.5 inch for our top. And then we have our 1.5 inch for most of our other sides. There is a 5.5 inch wide piece. I'm gonna go finish the rest of the mat, rip down more pieces as Jacob needs them. I think Brandon and Carl are gonna go install some stuff. I have some of our trim cut, our screen molding, needs to get sanded down. Jacob's still over there cutting face frames for our red oak, mocha stained kitchen remodel. I have some filler material cut out that needs processed down over there on the chop saw. Now I'm cutting some crown molding, some actual crown molding. It's a 45-degree angle cut, so we're able to cut it. There we go. Getting it down to rough width here before I do a little angle. I like making this, well, I don't like making this actually, but it's kind of a pain, but we're making it because it's hard to get in the red oak unless you go to like an expensive place. And this is the same material we're using for the face frames and the doors, so we know the stain will match it. Perfect. I think I need, let me see how much of this I need. I think I need 40 feet, the big 40. I think these are like 8 or 9. So I'm gonna say 8 because I'm gonna cut some off. I should need 2 more pieces. Let's go grab 2 more pieces and then I'll start 45 cutting everything. Started cutting out the crown, the back side of the 45, and then I need to reverse cut my 45-degree angle on the front. Get everything sanded down. This is just not my most favorite thing to do. You gotta make sure you do it really good because it's crown. Make sure everything's super consistent. I mean, that's with anything with cabinets, but want to make sure every piece is the exact same, so that way when I go to install this, there's no issues. Go back here. Want to get a consistent 45-degree angle, trying to put consistent pressure the whole way without chopping my hand off. Okay, so now the real fun begins. Whoa, where I need to figure this out. Hey, Jakey, will you cut me a piece off that's like, I don't know, 6 inches long?
Off of what?
Off of this. I'm gonna have Jacob do me a little cut so I can do a little test. It's kind of what I'm thinking here. Over then I can see, it's just so hard. These are like 9-foot long boards. And then can you put that crown back? Thank you. basically, I want to reverse cut that 45 on the front. I don't think that's enough though. It's close. If I do that on this side as well. That's gonna get me to like 4.5. I mean, that's fine. It can be however big it needs to be. I think that'll work. Their test piece was 4.25, but she said they wanted it big because it's gonna go up above their cabinets, and so, and I think I might rock with that. I'm gonna dumb it down a little bit, I think, here, but let's see what this does. Still gives me a consistent, yeah, it does. Okay, that actually I think looks really good. If I go a hair more, just a hair, because it's gonna get sanded, I'm going to lose a little bit of thickness. And I want that profile to stand out a little bit, that back cut 45, because this is such a big, yep, and that's still, okay, that's good. There we go, it's like 4 3/8, that's what I'm gonna cook with. Okay, now the journey begins, right? The journey continues. Oh, come on, Tyler. And then, if my test piece taught me anything, I should be able to just go like this here, I think. Hopefully. Should give me about the same, I hope, I pray, I hope. Yep. Yep. Need more boards? Let me just finish this. I'm almost done. Jakey needs more boards. You've been wasting a lot of material. Nah, Jakey don't waste material. There we go, baby. Yeah. Next side. Try not to get a splinter, try not to cut your hand, and try to make sure everything's cut perfectly while holding a 9-foot long board. That's looking really, really good. Okay. It'll dumb that profile down a hair when we sand it. I'm going to sand the back and the front. But that'll be perfect. Because right now this part, I want it 3/4. It's about 30-second over. And so I'll take a 30-second off the top, off the front and the back. Whoa, Tyler. And it should be perfect. There we go. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. We're growing. Right, Jakey? Subscribe to the channel.
Check us out. Make the best channel.
Check us out on YouTube and Facebook. YouTube, we get all the love comments. Instagram, we get all the love comments. Facebook, we get all the 30-year experienced people who don't like us. And everybody's got 30 years of experience, they said. 30, 3-0. Hopefully the last piece. You like that? And so our millwork place in town said we are too small to deal with. Maybe we'll just start making crown. Not gonna name them, but I don't like them really. There's another millwork place in a different town that always has what we need. The millwork place in our town never has what we need. I went in there one time to get see if they had something, and they said, we're working on too big of projects. We don't have time for you. And I wasn't mad about it, but I was a little angry about it. But I said, rightfully so. And I walked out of there and went and made it myself. Oh yeah, that crown is done. Screen molding is done. Shoe is done. Just need to do fillers and toe kick, but I need to rip some boards for Jakey. I have our pieces for our holy smokes, can't even talk, dishwasher panel. This is the 1/2 inch interior piece. It's gonna be encased on each side with this 1/4 inch red oak, stain grade, plywood. And that's what you'll actually see. That's just the base that's gonna hold everything essentially. It's gonna have a front piece, that's why it's Craig jigged with the Craig jig pocket hole machine. Jacob's almost done cutting out face frames. There's quite a few more steps to it though. We had to trim them down and sand them all down. But I think we have all the trim done. Screen molding, shoe, crown, all the fillers. I think what I'm going to do is sand down this piece. This is for the front of the dishwasher panel. 1.5 inch wide. It'll be 3/4 of an inch thick. Sand that down so I can get that panel made. And once Jacob's done over there, we might try to maybe sand this trim down really quick, get it fully sanded done, and then jump back to the face frames. I don't know, something like that. We'll see how that goes. But I'm gonna sand this down, get the dishwasher panel done, and then we'll see where we are. Jacob's over there recutting that piece for the dishwasher panel because I cut it too short, and I knew it was too short, and I still cut it that, so kind of demoralized. I'm gonna just start sanding all the trim. I hate when that happens, but what are you gonna do, right? What are you gonna do? Ain't nothing but a peanut. I don't even know what that means. Get all this stuff sanded down to 3/4 of an inch thick. Open up this dust collector, why don't we here? We need to change this out and rework this whole area too, but working for right now, and it's an improvement to what we had, so thank you. 34.5. Thank you. You just cut those down, how about? Double check, yeah, you're right. Yep, thank you. Getting these all vertical belt sanded. Down to 3/4 of an inch thick. Little by little. Then once I get all this trim done, vertically belt sanded, hoping, I think, to kind of just finish it all before I work on face frames. I don't know. I'd like to get all this trim done, the side panel done, and the face frame done today. We should be able to. I also need to clean this shop up because it's a, well, it's a tornado, I would say. I think that's the best way to put it. Don't know how else to put it, really. Kind of looks like a bomb went off in here. Had a busy week. That's what happened. So I'm just going to keep belt sanding this away. until it's all down to 3/4 of an inch thick. And then once that's done, I'll probably go and palm sand all of this while Jacob is getting the face frames kind of sanded down to the final thickness. And then, yeah, we'll just go from there. Putting together our dishwasher panel, 1/2 inch Craig jigged with our 1.5 inch front, red wood, red oak face frame piece, red oak panel, contact cement. It's about good enough for me to put that on. And then I'll do the same exact thing to the other side. Double check the measurements. This guy will be done. And then I got to start palm sanding all the trim. I now have all the trim completed. Crown, screen molding, fillers, toe kick. We got to get the shoe done though. That is actually the only thing. And then the dishwasher side panel. That turned out really nice. 1.5 inch thick material, so that works well. Now my camera is in shambles. I am on to helping Jacob with the face frames, I believe. I'm gonna get the table set up, get ready to get the tools out, and then we're gonna start putting together these face frames, double checking them all, and then once that's completed, we'll vertical belt sand, we'll palm sand. Jacob and I got all of our red oak face frames put together, 13/16 thick. They're going to be 3/4 of an inch thick. Once we get done sanding them through the vertical belt sander with a bunch of different passes and grits of sandpaper. So we're gonna start sanding those, and then we'll go DeWalt palm sand them, and then they will be completed along with the trim and the dishwasher side panel. Jacob and I got all the face frames done, all the trim done. Jacob and I are loading all of our cabinet shell pieces into our magic cart right here. How does this make you feel doing it this way?
Way better than piece by piece.
I know, I should make you go piece by piece.
That is a second.
Alright, I think we should maybe just push it. Okay, well we're gonna push this over there. We're gonna start organizing these by number, and we'll come back and we'll get the rest. Jacob's going over there to sort. I'm over here with the CNC that's cutting all of our 1/2 inch material for these cabinets, custom cabinets. We do make 3/4 inch cabinets, but a lot of times customers don't want to pay for the 3/4. They go for the 1/2 inch, and they can spend a little bit more money on the face frames or other stuff. The 1/2 inch carries the weight of quartz, granite, and marble just fine. So that being said, Jacob and I are going to start organizing all of these pieces, and then we'll go get the rest of them. And then we'll have to start Craig jigging everything and putting everything together with glue, screws, and dados. We've organized some of our cabinets. Jacob's Craig jigged them all. Look how good those Craig jigs look. Those look amazing. Good work, Jakey. Now we're gonna go back, get another load way over at the CNC and rinse and repeat it until everything's here. And then we'll start putting these cabinet shells together. I'd like to get these together and the face frames on. Face frames are getting stained right now. Mocha sent through the oven, spray booth, and then they'll get clear coated same way. So we're gonna keep sorting. That's number 4. Go from there. We're back with another load. Now we're gonna try to figure out, here's number 5, Jacob, if you have a number 5. I don't think we have another 5 yet. We might though, I doubt it. Here's a number 3. Right here. But I need to Craig this. What am I doing? Let's get it set up. We have it set up for 1/2 inch material. The Craig. We'll put about 6 of them in here. As evenly spaced as we can. I'll still do it quickly and efficiently. That's how they should turn out. Nice and perfect. Everything's dadoed, everything's glued, everything's screwed. So everything will hold well. Number 3. Let it rev up a minute. Number 3 again. Then I have number 5 coming, Jacob. Rinse and repeat it here, baby. I like this spacing of this Craig right here. I don't want it up here too far because when we're screwing these in, the face frames to each other, if you have that bottom or top Craig too high in or inside of the cabinet, that's right where we're going to be screwing the face frame together. So I don't want that. Number 2, Like if I were to put that one here, we may be screwing the face frame right there, and I don't like that. I don't want, because then you'll screw through a screw, and that's always not great. This should be number 2. Number 11's next. It's a lower. Put 5 in here. Number 11. Number 9. Yelling numbers to Jacob so that way he can kind of try and find them. And place them where they need to be. I don't want to overwhelm them though. That's number 9, Jacob. And then I got 14 coming. I think 14's a big boy. We'll figure out if one of them's incorrect. I have number 9 here as well. Okay. We got that figured out. CNC still cutting, so once it's finished, so there's the other number 9. That's 8, that's 14. I think a bunch of these are backs and bottoms here. Toe kicks and top pieces are right here. That's the only piece so far that's incorrect. It's just, it must have moved on the spoil board, so you get like 1 or 2 of those a time. You remember where 14 was?
No, I don't think we have one yet.
No, we definitely did.
I think that's it.
Oh, that one is it. You're right. Take that and I'll take this. Hey, put it on the other side over here. This kitchen has, it's not that many cabinets, but they're all big. So I think it's like 15 or 16 cabinets. But it could have easily probably been like, I don't know, 18 or 20, probably. It's all pretty big. Which makes it easier and a little harder. So. I'd say you're able to maximize your space. I don't know what number that is though. Probably 13 or 14 though. They're both by each other. There's number 1. What do we got here? Here's number 3.
3?
What number is this? 12? You got number 12? You get more inside space on bigger cabinets because there's less face frame. There's less. What number is this? 7? There you go. You know where 7 is. I'd have no idea. I think here's number 1. One of these is number 1, correct? That's like no number. Oh, no, that's number 1. Put it just like this. Okay, I think the CNC is still cutting, so we're out of parts to organize and Craig. So I think we're going to try and start putting together what we can. And then we'll just keep grabbing parts from the CNC, keep Craig jigging, and keep going from there. Jacob and I have been putting together our cabinets. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 done, labeled, double checked. Jacob's working on number 6. I'm working on number 7. I think I mentioned this earlier, but they're all big, so It's less to put together, but it's also harder to put each one together. So it is what it is. Get it done. If I can get this piece up here. Holy smokes. Try to line everything up correctly. Get my screw in. It's home. Too good for your home. There we go. Can rock with that. Yep. Red oak Mocha stained face frames are getting all stained up. They'll be clear coated here shortly, hopefully. So I would like to try to get those on today. And by I mean I would like to, I mean they're getting on today. Right, Jakey?
I hope so.
Oh, there ain't no hope, brother. They're going on. These are getting installed Wednesday, so we need to get as much done today. In case I hurt my hand again. Right, Jakey? We're grinding. Grinding. I think it's starting to like unhumidify a little bit.
Okay.
Just a little bit, definitely. I mean, it's still hot. I mean, it's like it's been like 90 degrees, and then you get the corn sweat, which means the corn's sweating, and then it makes humidity, and then so the humidity is like 80%. And then the heat's like 90, so just makes it hot. But what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? Give me that dry heat. I think it's funny, like people from different states, they might be like, oh, it's hotter here. Yeah. Arizona, it's like 115. Yeah, but it ain't humid, dude. It's humidity. It's not the heat. That's the saying here. It's not the heat, it's the humidity. Right, Jakey? The two sayings we have. It'd be a nice day today if it wasn't for the wind. I wish there was wind today. Whenever you need the wind, you never get the wind. But whenever it's like 75 and sunny, 20 mile an hour wind, 30 mile an hour wind. Then when it's 100 degrees and humidity, it's like 80. No wind. Not complaining though, just the way of life. You grow the most corn, you're gonna have a lot of humidity, right? These cabinets are actually for a farmer. The backbone of our state right there. These all screwed in here, 1.25 inches. And yes, they are drywall screws. But they actually work really well. Again, I've talked about this. I've watched a bunch of other custom cabinet shops use them forever and ever, and I was like, I don't know about that. Then I switched to it, and they work really well. You don't have to countersink. You can just screw right in, along with the dados and the glue. No butt joints here, no butt joints. The dados and the glue are doing really a lot of work. These are kind of just holding until the glue dries, really. I mean, they definitely provide support. But everything's dadoed, everything's glued, so you get that triple layer protection. Oh, number 12. Where are you at, number 12? It's number 14. Don't need that. It's number 14. Don't need that. Number 12. Do need that. 12. Do need that. Number 12. So this is our toe kick piece. Set that in, and we'll install that once we do the face frames. You need to be able to screw into the face frames. Oh, this glue bottle kind of Not kind of, this glue bottle stinks. Hate it. Okay. Just push that down, clean it all up. Make sure we get off any excess. Make sure we're glued in good here. One thing I don't do on these is I don't screw these. They're datoed and they're glued, and then we brad nail these because this happened with our other screws as well. It's not just the drywall screws. Likes to pop the ply up, the plywood just a hair. Then the counter can't sit flush. So I use 1 1/4" brads. Put a lot in there, make sure the glue didn't squeeze out. And then they're in there. And these really provide little to no structural support for the counter. They really are there to square the cabinet up. That's all they're really there for. I like a lot of brad nails in because when we're bringing the cabinet in, I think we're pretty much jammed up or out or something. It's weird going on. Let's get these out of here. We're bringing the cabinets in. I want to make sure we can lift these without a worry. Come on. How long does it take to put a brad nail on a brad nailer? Oh my gosh. Okay, that's in there now. Make sure no glue, no nails popped out. Good. Now I need to Craig the front, put that on. This cabinet's done after we label it and measure it. All of our 1/2" custom cabinets put together, minus the pantry. The CNC still needs to cut that. We have all of our bottom skins for the uppers measured. We're going to cut those soon. But first thing, Jacob, bring that paper over here where you cut out all the skin material, red oak 1/4" inch for the side skins. We need to double check all of that. Then we're going to cut the upper bottom skins, and then we're also going to cut all the shelving. Once that's completed, face frames might be close to being done. That's how they look, red oak with a mocha stain and clear coat. They look really nice. Then I'm hoping we can put those on. So, see what we can get done. We just finished double checking all of our skins to make sure we had everything. 1/4" inch red oak. Now I'm going to start cutting out our bottom skins for our uppers. That's for all the door paneling, because we're in the process of building doors as well. I will, yes, but let's just not worry about that right now. Bring the trash can over here. We're going to do another microwave pack out. So we're going to need some 3/4" inch, but we'll worry about that in a minute. I thought this was 10.5. It is. What are we doing here? This is measuring more. That's measuring way more. I don't know what's going on here. Something though. I don't know what just happened. Okay. Well, there's that, I guess. I mean, I like that. I like that. Okay. I don't know what just happened. Something happened though. We're all good. I'm gonna try to use this right here. Oh, big boy, big boy. Bop. Right into the old camera screen. We'll just see what, I'll cut a few of these and then we'll just see what we can use here. Probably cut one more. There we go. Will you set that down for me, Jacob? Thank you. The 35.5 here. Are any of those shorter pieces long enough for this? Oh, but that See, that's where I gotta pay attention. That's a big boy. So, okay, find our next biggest one. 28 and 7. 28 and 7. I don't want to use this one. I felt like it was a tad bit short. $28 and 7 by 10 and a half. No, mine. Give it back. That's 3/4. I am 0 for 2 already today. It's fine, I'll make it 28 1/4. Really got to separate that on different pages, I think, next time. Okay, 28 1/4. Is that a pencil or a Sharpie? Here, you can have it back. No, dude. I'm crossing off things I shouldn't cross off. I'm doing things I shouldn't do. Just dumb.
What number is it?
1. See if I can not screw that up. So now I'm gonna go 16 1/4. Right about there. Let's wait till this thing stops, which takes a minute. Okay. $16 1/4. Number 2. Try to go 27 here. Just gonna go down the line. No more doing the big one first. Just go down the line. 27. Number 5. So I need a 28 and a 28 and 7. 28. Should be 28. And it should be number 3. 28 and 7 now. Nope. Nope. 28 and a half. Come on, Tyler. Wake up. And this one should be 28 and a half. Number 4. One, 2, 3, 4. Should have 5 of them total. Perfect. Okay, now I'm gonna rip the big boy. 22 and a half.
22 to go slow, huh?
Nope, I said screw it. That's the bottom. You'll never see it. $35 and a half is what we need. $35 and a half. 22 and a half. Number 6. This is all scrap. Bye-bye. Get out of my face. Now we need some 3/4 inch for the pack out of the microwave, and then all the bottom skins are cut and ready for when we put face frames on. The next task will be pull more 3/4 out of that van, unload it, and then we need to start building shelves. I have a bunch of the shelf 3/4 inch super duper thick shelving material cut out, and I got my first set of shelves cut. So now we're just rinsing and repeating here until we get what we need done. Jacob's over there edge banding them, so that's really good. When Brandon gets back, he's going to start working on doors. He installed a bunch of doors at a kitchen, so that's awesome. And he took a little lunch break, and now he's going to work on building these doors. That one's done. Number 4. 1400. Okay, so this is the break off right there. All those are different. There's really thin ones for the pantry, but I'm trying to work biggest to smallest so you can save some material in theory, of course. It's not always a proven fact, but I have my saw blade low to make sure I don't blow out this UV clear coated material here. I want to make sure everything looks the way it should. Okay, so that's perfect. So that way then you just don't get any weird saw marks on the finished material. And I'm also going slow because I'm cutting against the grain of the plywood here. Number 3 again. Then I'll run these over to Jakey. One more. Making some good progress. And once this is done, Jacob's gonna go take a little lunch break. And then hopefully, I don't know if they'll be ready, but hopefully some of the face frames are done. So that way then, I'd want to get those on so that way tomorrow, I mean there's still quite a bit to do, but that way then tomorrow we can just double check everything, install the drawer boxes, put all the skins on, and be ready to go for Wednesday, 26 and 15. There we go. Another nice cut. Perfect, hopefully. I like it. I like it a lot. Kind of looking through the material, make sure there's no scratches on it, stuff like that. And it's inevitable as you're loading, you're gonna get some, so just want to make sure we don't use it. See if this is big enough. No. If it's not big enough, just get rid of it. Otherwise you'll just be hoarding. I don't want to hoard. Okay. Perfect. Okay, so those 3 are done. What am I doing, Tyler? I am being special today. That's the problem. These are all number 5, not number 2. Okay, number 2 is the next one I need to do. We just label them so when we get to the house they correspond with the correct cabinet number. Now I just need to cut 16 and what, 3? Yep, not 3/8, 16 and 3/16. Sixteen and 3. Okay. Should have enough material. I also need to do that microwave pack out. Oh brother. Might not have enough material for that, but that'll be fine. Oh, I can cut another piece. These are all number 2. Okay. So, all the uppers are done. Now it's on to the lowers. It's 28 total shelves. Need to get those cut. And then I also need to cut out a piece for that microwave pack out. And then Jacob's gonna keep headbanding. get these done, and then hopefully we can move on to the face frame. The man is in action. Oh yeah, it's still nice and hot. Getting our shelves all edge banded, and I'm gonna start trimming all these once this is done. What are we doing then? Going home. Heck no. We are gonna start dadoing our face frames. Get that done. That'd be a big win today. We got the cabinets CNC cut out by Carl. Except for the pantry. We're gonna do that tomorrow morning. And then what else have we done? We put all the cabinets together. We cut out the skins. We have now cut out the shelves and are edge banding the shelves. Face frames are stained and clear coated pretty much for the most part. They're done. And then I think they're working on the trim, stain clear coat. Oh, don't do that, Tyler. Get the face frames on. It'd be nice to like double check everything as well. That one got a little wonky. I have a way to fix that, so I'll have to do that, but that's fine. And I just keep on trimming these. Come back through, I'll sand them all, fix that part right there. And then just keep moving on here for the day, getting some stuff done. It's another steamer in the warehouse, but that's okay. So keep cooking. Gotta fix those two issues, but that's fine. I don't know, some days it seems like you can cut these all perfect, and some days it seems like you can't do anything, cut any of them perfect, so I don't know what it is. I use the same technique every time. But that's okay. Probably need a new blade on this, but this one will do for today. Brandon's over there making doors as well, so it'd be nice to get all the face frames on, double check the shelves, double check the measurements, get them over there so I can double check the door measurements before too many of them get built, and then go on from the day. Jacob's over there screwing in the first face frame. Red oak material, stained with a Mocha stain from Sherwin-Williams. Clear coated 3 times, sent to a spray booth in the oven. And I'm over here dadoing. Brandon's cutting out center panels for our doors. The doors for this right here. So number 11, 1/2 inch on the right, 1/4 on the left. I have our dado set up to cut in a hair more than 1/8 of an inch. I just found that that's what works for us. Unravel that so the stuff can come out. I like to do 2 passes. Helps clean everything up. That should fit in there nice and tight like. Right there. We'll glue that, we'll screw that, and then we're gonna double check everything. Kind of take our time and go slow, double check all the shelves, and kind of just go slow as we go. Kind of my game plan. So that way tomorrow, hopefully it's like, finish the pantry, and then also we need to like double check door measurements and do it. There's a whole bunch, skins and everything like that. This is for the trash unit, why there's no drawer box. This client did not request a lot. They did want a large trash unit. That's what we're doing. 2 cans, 50 quartz each, soft close, pull extension, pull out. Now I need to make like a little silverware spice, not silverware, spice rack thing inside one of the drawer boxes. So that's kind of what they requested. Excuse me, and that's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna keep dadoing, Jacob's gonna keep screwing, Brandon will come help. Hopefully we get this done. All of the face frames are dadoed out. Brandon and Jacob start putting them on. And now I'm over here double checking measurements and putting on bottom skin panels. They're very tight, which is good, but they're pretty close to not fitting, so there's a fine line, but that's a good thing. Then I'm transferring them on over there. Just waiting for this to set up a hair bit longer. And then once we're done, they're checking the shelves as well. Once that's done, I think the last thing really, we just need to pack out some of the cabinets because they're going to get screwed together for the island. Let's see if we can get this to fit. I mean, it's just so tight. It's how we want it though. There we go. I just don't want any air bubbles in there because we're using the 3M contact cement. Sponsor us if you would. It'd be amazing. It's very expensive, but works super well. So keep using it. Make sure it's down all the way. Don't want any air bubbles. It's contact, so I need it to contact everywhere. Perfect. It's another one. I can get out of here. Brandon and Jacob are BTB, belt to butt on these cabinets. Let's set these over here. I've already measured for the doors, but I did it in theory, just off the measurements, so I want to just double check them with the actual cabinet sitting there. That way then, yeah, hopefully if I make a mistake, I can catch it. You need shelf number 4, Jacob?
Yeah.
Okay, right here. This is our microwave pack out. Oh yeah, fits perfectly. Love that for us, right? What number are those, Brandon? Do you know?
1.
Number 1. All right, I'll find them.
I just checked.
Oh, you just checked them? Oh, I love that. Thank you for that. I'll contact cement all this. And I'm gonna brad nail this because we're going 3/4 and then 1/4. So I want to make sure it's brad nailed, obviously. Make sure you get a really nice sandwich. There we go. All this stuff's drying. I'll double check the cabinet measurements, hopefully. It's hot out, so it's drying pretty fast, which is a good thing. Make sure we get it off the bottom of the cabinet. Good. Kind of got willy-nilly with my spray, which is never a good thing. Don't want to get it in any other cabinet. Spray it nice and tight. Yeah. Let that dry up. They got their straight edge. Make sure all the face frames are on nice and straight. Let's see what else we can do here. What is this screw? Throw that over there. Get that out of here. So we got a 30. Should be the microwave 30 by 12 by 27. 30 by 12 by 27. 1/4. That one's done.
Where's our offset?
Right here. So I had it 16. Okay, so no, you're good. 16. The 1/2 inch should be on the right. Jacob, you have 15? 1/2 inch should be on the left. So if I'm looking at it, the 1/2 inch should be over here. Because you're backwards.
I had it right.
You had it correct. That's what you mean. 1/2 inch should be right there. Is that correct? And then the 1/2 inch on this one, this is 16, should be right there. 1/2 inch is right here, Brandon? Okay. Those ones are hard because there's no drawer boxes, so. Yeah, they're gonna be, try to make it work. I really don't want to dado those again, they suck. They're so big and flimsy. I think they'll work. I mean, I know they'll work. Okay, I can come help you. You need some help? Yep. And I just make this a little loose because the 3/4 won't bend into position. I don't want it too tight. It doesn't need to be tight. You'll never see it. Because we're going to put a 1/4 inch material on top of that over there. These ones will slightly bend into position like Beckham. Bend that thing like Beckham. So that way you can get a super tight fit on them. It's nice for the 1/4 inch. But 3/4 won't do it. And you'll never see it. It's really there just so we have some thicker material to drill into for the microwave. Comments always hate that, but that's just what I do. Make sure it's good and solid. People with 30 years of experience say you don't need to do that. I like it, so I do it. 30. I know we don't have to do it, but I think it's the correct thing to do. 30 by 12 by 43. This is number 1. 1/2 inches on the right hand side. Yep. Brandon said he already did the shelves. All right, I'm gonna go help them get that face frame on. I'll finish packing that out and then we'll get them moved. Here's a look at the almost finished red oak Mocha stained kitchen remodel. We got pretty much all the cabinets done. The drawer box brackets in. They need the slides in the drawer boxes, so we'll do that tomorrow, along with we need to put all the side skins on everything. We packed out the island. These fillers right here, that'll work well. I'm gonna double check measure all the doors. And we'll go from there tomorrow. Tomorrow's gonna be kind of busy. We did a lot today, but we need to build the pantry that the CNC needs to cut. Complete that fully. We need to put all the side skins on, finish the drawer boxes. And then there's a whole bunch of stuff to stain and clear coat, the trim, the side panels, and then the boxes as well. And then after that, we need to get everything loaded up, ready for Wednesday. And Jacob are over there making some of the red oak doors for that red oak Mocha stain kitchen remodel. We had to install the boxes still. I clear coated the boxes last night, so we have to install those still. So we need to get some stuff from our supplier. All the trim's getting stained right now. Same thing with the side panels. We get the side panels on, clean out everything. Those are pretty much done. And then we just gotta finish the doors. But one thing I need to do, I need to build like a spice insert for this drawer. It's gonna have an angled piece down, angled piece down, angled piece down. So I'm gonna start working on this, trying to figure out what I'm going to do here, and just start building it. I have some of my 1/4 inch birch material cut out, and what I did to find the dimensions of it is obviously I took this dimension, replicated that here. Find my width, I just took my total, divided it by 4. I was gonna go 3, but I think they were gonna be way too big and long, so I just went 4. And now I'm hoping that it'll kind of work out. They're pretty snug. But my next thing I need to do is find out how tall I want to make this portion. I'm thinking I'm going to use the 5/8, same material I used for the maple. For the drawer boxes, the sides, is what I'm kind of thinking. A lot of people just use 1/4 inch again, but I'm thinking I want to use 5/8 inch material. And I'm just going to kind of play around and see how tall I want to make it, see how everything works out. And then I'll cut all of my pieces, and I'm going to glue and pin nail everything, and then it'll pretty much be done. So there's just going to be a lot of trial and error going on here. I sort of have this spice rack insert into our drawer box mocked up. I think it's pretty decent. I think I'm liking how it's looking. I might make that piece, recut it, make it a hair longer, just a hair. But I think it's pretty good. Now I just need to brad nail and glue everything and kind of see how it fits. I may cut an angle on my piece right there. I don't know. I'm going to see how it glues up and how it does before that. But I'm going to go get the glue, pin nail, and just see what it does. Now have my spice insert into this drawer box completed. It's made to fit this box exactly. These are about 5 inches each. Should be able to hold spices. There's 4 of them. It's like a 20-inch box. How wide is this? It's not 20 inches. It's like 17 and 5/8. Yep, 17.5/8, so pretty good sized drawer box here. Can hold all the spices we need. I'll go set this over there. Now, I think I may have to go run and get slides from our distributor, stuff like that, or I might help the guys make doors. So, we'll see what my next task is, but that's good, getting this done, figuring this out. Cross that off the list, and then once I get this drawer box slides, I'm able to just put the drawer boxes in. And then once that's done, I can clean everything out. I need to put all of the side panels on, the skins, 1/4 inch red oak. And then the cabinets are pretty much done. We gotta like collect a bunch of stuff, tools and everything, but we're almost there. Building our pantry. It's really, it's super narrow because there's a fridge there. So it's acting as a fridge side panel, essentially, and then it also is going to be super narrow, so that way then the client is able to like put keys and stuff like that in there. It'll be really good for that. So that'll be awesome. What I'm building right now is a toe kick, because the way this measured out, this pantry, it needs to be 98 inches tall. And material doesn't come 98 inches. It comes 96 inches. So, that being said, we just built this pantry 94. I'm building the toe kick 4 inches standard. And I made it really tight, which is what we want. Okay. Now that looks wrong right now, but it's not. Because I need to cut a 3/4 inch board right there. That way I'm able to essentially screw down or screw up through to lock everything together. I think it's going to work out pretty nicely so far, I think. Just need to see what we got right here. Should be 22.5, that's correct. 5 7/8, 5 7/8, okay. 22.5 by 5 7/8, and we're square, 23 1/4 each. Okay, so 22.5 by 5 7/8. Let's go cut us a nice piece. 5 7/8, baby. Okay. Making it a hair less because just like a 32nd, I don't want it tight. It can be a hair smaller, it'll be fine. There we go. 22.5. Oh, don't fall, please. And Carl just came back with all of our drawer slides, so we can start getting the drawer boxes in. Again, I clear coated those last night, so wanted that done. Okay. I mean, I think that'll pretty much do. Let's try to line it up. Rather have it in the back, I think. There we go. Go. I mean, we're pretty darn good everywhere, I'd say. Okay. Don't think that's going anywhere. This is a little heavy boy too. Now this could be a struggle trying to get this in, I'm not gonna lie. Probably should have narrowed it by like a 1/16, but I didn't, because why do that, right? Something like that. Okay, I think that'll pretty much do. Once I go to actually like attach it and stuff, I need to like square it up and probably clamp it because it's wanting to fight a little bit here, but I think that'll be fine once I do what I need to do. Oh yeah, it'll clamp down. Worst case, I could always just plane the top a little bit if I really needed to. The back's getting covered up by a 1/4 inch panel, so not too concerned about all of that, but there we go. That's one way to do it. I also need to cut a middle brace. I need to go measure my face frame because I built that into it already. So cut a middle brace there, dado the face frame, put that on, finish this up, and then that cabinet's pretty much done once we double check it. But I think I'm gonna go start doing the drawer boxes, just get that off the list, off my mind, and then I'll come back and I'll fight with this, get that completed. There's a face frame right there. It's a big boy right there. So it's coming along though, coming along slowly but surely. Boys are still building doors, which is awesome. I'm gonna go over there, start working on these drawer boxes, and then I'll come back and I'll fight with this guy. I'm going to start screwing in all of our drawer slides for our drawer boxes. Good to me. Right about there. Jacob and Brandon put all of our brackets, 3/4 inch material, into the back yesterday. If I can screw this in, that'd be lovely. There we go. That's my first time using an impact. And they're all legged in with 1¼ inch screws, so that way the brackets in the back can't move. And I'm fastening them in the front here. I don't like how that went. Far back. Sometimes attaching these without them being bolted to the wall, it's easier in some cases, but it's harder in some cases. The cabinets like to move a little bit, and you're trying to line these up perfectly. I put that U right there slightly forward. I don't like it all the way back. I think the spec on it is to put it all the way back, but I don't like it. I think the drawer box sits back a hair too far. We do it that way. I want the drawer box flush. The front of the drawer box flush with the front of the face frame. Once I install the boxes, I'll go back through and I can adjust anything that needs adjusted, but usually, as long as the back brackets are set correctly and you put this just like this, you'll be fine. Another one. One other thing I need to do is I need to screw the locking devices, the orange clips as we call them, into the bottom of our drawer boxes. That's what those locking devices are, what clip into these slides here. And then they give you up and down, in and out, side to side adjustment. So, super handy. That's not very good. I don't like pre-drilling these because it's so small that what I found is these screws will like to not latch in very tightly. Even with a super tiny bit and barely going in. These are holding a decent amount of weight. Not necessarily weight, but they're holding the in and out motion of the drawer box. So I just don't like pre-drilling these, but that leads to, it doesn't ever usually lead to splitting. What it leads to is when you're starting to screw, your Phillips bit, because of course they're Phillips, they'll jump off and get you right in the hand. That's what it leads to. It very rarely splits. It's just likes to get you into the hand. Okay, that one looks good. That one looks good. That one looks good. It is hotter than it should be in this state today again. More. It's gonna be a huge island. It's like 98 inches long. fine, it's sitting back a hair, but okay. Now what we need to do is go screw in our locking devices, and we can start putting in drawer boxes. It is time to start putting in our orange clips here. The locking devices, kind of a pain because you're drilling at an angle or screwing in at an angle, but you have to make sure you don't pop the back of that clip up or it really doesn't work. And then if you do that, it's really no good fix because you have to use the screw hole areas again. So what I like to do is I push my finger down there to make sure it's all the way tight. I just go slow. I do the outside one first because you're more straight. And then I'll kind of just go slow, slow, slow on that right there. I used to pre-drill these, the centering bit. Again, I don't like doing that because even with a small bit, well, one, the centering bit wears out so fast, but two, I think the screw doesn't really stay in as well. I don't know, I had some issues with that. So, been doing it this way for a while now. That clips in fine. That one might need to go back a hair. Let me see if I can't. Oh, I think it's because that clip was already... Sometimes they come like weirdly adjusted from the factory. I think that's sticking out too far though. Yeah, it definitely looks like it to me. That side right there. Okay, all we gotta do is move it back a hair. Might as well bring this box. Sometimes the clips like come... It's not often. Sometimes they come like adjusted already, and that can kind of throw you off. So I always try to check on that. This one right here and this one right here I think are really nice. Yep, that's like perfect. They're already, and that'll soft close back into place just like that. Good. Yeah, I definitely screwed this one too far forward for sure, for sure. Been too far forward again. What am I doing here, Tyler? What are we doing here, Tyler? Come on, Tyler. What are we doing? We'll see if that does anything better. It only went back a hair, which is really all I need. Yeah, that's way better. Okay. Perfect. Those are done. Kind of hoping these don't come out when I tip this box over, but I kind of have a feeling they will, even though they're snug. I was going to screw those in, those dividers, but I'm kind of thinking, what if they one day don't want them? And then they take them out, now they have holes in the bottom of their drawer box. I don't know. I'd love to fully secure them, but I just think that's not the smartest move. As much as I want to secure them. I mean, they're snug. They didn't even fall out there. So, you know what? That's a win. I think that's a win. Okay, let's see if we can't. Oh yeah, that one's like really good too. Okay, yep, that pulls out. Oh yeah, that's silverware. Or spice, I keep calling it a silverware insert. It's not. Spice insert. That's like really cool, man. Actually, kind of proud that we made that too. Okay, and then it's just literally rinse and repeat until I get these two, and then those four big boys in. Once these drawer boxes are in, I'll probably shoot a little short video, post that, and then I'm not going to clean these out until the skins are on. So I think they're almost done. They're getting baked off in the oven right now, so that's nice. But double checked all the door measurements last night, along with spraying the drawer boxes, so that's done. But I think I'll go finish the pantry once I get the rest of these locking devices in, and the rest of these drawer boxes in. All of our drawer boxes that are dovetailed, 5/8 inch thick, clear coated 3 times. There's a spray booth in our oven. Everything's maple, full extension. Soft close. By full extension, I mean you pull out all the way, you're don't have a drawer box that's like this, where like you can't find your stuff. That's how a lot of them are around here. Ours are full extension, can hold up to 100 pounds, fully extended. So all those drawer boxes are in. The next task is to go finish that pantry and get that face frame on and just get that completed. Double check it all, and then I think by that time the skins hopefully right there will be done. That's the dishwasher panel, a bunch of trim. But hopefully by that time these guys will all be done and I can start putting them on. And then I'll start helping with doors. I'm in the middle of using our handheld Craig Jig pocket hole machine here to pocket hole our sides, our tops, and our bottoms, because when I put it together, I forgot to Craig it. I was just wanting to get the toe kick box done, and I was just in a hurry. So now I'm doing it this way. This works great. Do this on the other side, and then hopefully we can put this face frame on. Jacob, Brandon, and I, we all datoed it out. They helped me with that, so it's a big boy. We'll get this on. And then I got to put a middle fixed shelf about here-ish, and then double check all the pantry, double check the door measurements. Pantry will be done. Then I think I can help them with doors. They're doing really good on the doors. I think they're close to being done. Brandon's setting up the sander, so that's a good thing. The pantry is now complete. 98 tall, 24 wide. I got my middle fixed shelf in. And now I'm just gonna double check the shelves there. I built out the toe kick on the bottom because they have a piece of carpet running along here, and I didn't want to do shoe, and I think the toe, it would have been weird, quite honestly. So my plan is this will butt tight to the carpet, and then the hardwood or tile or LVP, whatever it's going to be, is gonna start over there. So the skin will be here, the shoe molding will start here, skin's gonna be flush, we'll add a piece of screen molding, and it'll look nice and tight there. We have to skin this, we have to skin this. I gotta pack this out because there's a fridge right here. Fridge cabinet right there, so. But next step, I just need to double check the shelves, and then hopefully I can start skinning all of the cabinets while the boys over there zoom in. They're taking all of our red oak doors for this cabinet job, the red oak Mocha stained cabinet or kitchen remodel, down from 13/16 to 3/4 of an inch thick. And then Brandon will start cutting them down, routering, double checking, boring, getting those doors done. So that way they can stain and clear coat those tomorrow while we're installing cabinets. I'm in the middle of putting on our panels with our 3M nut strength contact cement. Just letting it tack up for about a minute before I put it on. I already have one cabinet done. Number one, I have it blown out and got all the dust out of there, and I got it loaded into the van. And I'm just doing it one by one by one by one. So that way I can think through and just make sure everything is so. Got that big boy pantry over here. I did double check, got the doors double checked. So that's gonna be kind of a wonky one to skin, but gotta get that done as well. And then keep moving on. Really, these island panels we can't put on until they're together at the house. We can't, I'd love to be able to bolt these together, but the door is not wide enough. So all these can pretty much go. I'm just gonna keep skinning one by one by one until we're done. I just finished putting this side skin on the cabinet. Obviously makes it look way more finished. I'm gonna blow it out and I'll load it up into the van. I got all of the skin side panels on and all the cabinets up, loaded up, along with a whole bunch of tools and pack out material for this sink and island and everything. So pretty much should be good to go there. I need to package up the trim. I need to go help Jacob router the doors, sand the doors, putty the doors, bore the doors, all that type of stuff. So we just need to keep going and get this stuff done. Jacob, Brandon, and I have been sanding down our doors with some 150 grit sandpaper, just cleaning everything up. And once that's completed, we're going to start boring with the Bloom Mini Press. I'm going to start boring our red oak doors that are going to be stained Mocha. Have it set up to my fence, 3.5 inches away from the top and the bottom. Have my setting back there. Clamp it, press and hold. Make the bore hole. Put the hinge in. Press it down again. And then when Jacob and Brandon are done sanding the last two doors, they'll just start unscrewing these hinges and we'll be done. Rinse and repeat. Send that thing in, release it, and there we go. It's a completed concave Soft closed door right there. Just needs stained, Mocha, and clear coated.
Me and Brandon just got done installing the new kitchen in Milo, Iowa. This is a Mocha stain on top of a red oak wood. We put in this pantry over here. This is going to be their charger station. It's a nice area. They can put everything at the end of the hallway when they're leaving to go somewhere. They can easily grab it, easy access on the way out. Our electrician will come in, get something put in so they can run all their wiring in. Then we came in, we put in the big island. This thing is huge. It's going to have a overhang over here so they can have a little bar stool area, put the chairs over here. So over here we didn't drill any handles like the rest of the kitchen shows, just so people don't hit their belt buckles or knees, anything, they don't ding into the doors. And another thing in the island, it has 6 big drawers. The full extension drawers made out of 5/8" material, maple, soft close. They hold up to 100 pounds. Come all the way out. These are 8" boxes, so you can put in a good amount of stuff. Right here, their trash unit. I installed this yesterday. And easy, has 2 cans, so you can store a good amount of stuff when you need. Easy push back in. Over here, we made a custom sink. This pops down. It's our tip kit, so people can put in little sponges, little things if they need. Put it right there. We had to get all the cabinets set before we could build the face frame, because it was a weird little area. We didn't want to put something in before we had everything set. So we got this kitchen all set up, and then we came back through the next day, put this back in. Now it's all set. We're getting ready. Should be about next week. They're going to come measure for countertops. It's going to be a really nice countertop over top of this. It's going to be a big area, big entertainment area. Another thing over here. It's our normal soft closed doors. Had to come through and drill some wires out for their oven that they were going to put there, but they aren't anymore. There's a couple doors in here, like right here. We come in, we put restrictors in them. So when you come open the door, it won't bang. Still can if you were to throw it or push as hard as you want. It can still hit, but if you're gentle, it will not do it. We put it on both sides, so over here and over here. Once the microwave's here, you won't bang into your microwave door. You won't damage your doors. You won't damage the microwave in any way. Other than that, I think that's pretty much all the stuff we put in. Obviously, all our side panels here, all of our skins. Match that. We're gonna run electrical wiring through here. So we had to put in a 4" filler. Once they get that all figured out, it'll be covered up. You won't ever see it. But that's another big part of this. I think other than that, that should be pretty much it. If you guys need custom kitchens, custom bathrooms, you need resurfaces, you need anything cabinet-wise, call CabinetRx.